They play so beautiful, don't you agree?
If this world
Let's
were
get
mine.
into it, y'all. We're gonna go into the song review of Luther and the song breakdown. This is my first time doing an R&B-ish type song, so we're not gonna do too much lyrics explained on this one. We're gonna go through, we get in my producer bag and talk about just the structure of the song and why it's a hit and it's staying in the top 5 on Billboard charts throughout most of the charts. Hot 100, Hot 200, various countries, etc. So we'll get into the songwriters first. Of course, it's Kendrick, SZA, Inc., who is Atia Boggs and Sam Dew. Producers, Soundwave, Jack Antonoff Bridgeway, Kamasi Washington, that's that Kamasi, the horn player, M-Tech, and Rose Lila. Now that crazy soul sample that you hear in the background, of course, is Cheryl Lynn featuring Luther Vandross, If This World Was Mine, smash hit back then in the 80s. Now, most of the success of the song is attributed to the sample used, but I want to get into the song structure. There's 8 different parts of this song. There's 8 changes throughout the song that kind of build throughout the song, which is why it's only 3 minutes, but I think it holds people's attention and it keeps you at the same level or higher throughout the record, because the instrumentation, the harmonies, they all raise as the record goes on. When we start with Kendrick's opening verse, so to speak, right? After that little guitar intro, and it starts with the sample.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was...
Okay, it's pretty straightforward as he starts his verse. Now I will get into the lyrics a little bit when he starts with the Roman numeral 7, if I can talk. Now the number 7, of course, is the number of, if you go biblically, it's the number of perfection and the number of completion. Now, if you go esoterically, it is the number that represents relationships in general and the start of relating to another person. If you break down the V with the 2 1s, that's triple 2s, because V is the 22nd letter in the alphabet. And then you got 2 right at the end of it. So it's 2, 2, 2. And we know 2, that's easy. A couple, 2 is the union, right? 2 become 1 to create another. All right. So that's enough of the spooky esoteric talk. Don't know if Kendrick and them are in that bag when he starts the track like that. But let's get into how this song is structured. So that first verse is pretty simple, straightforward. Then when we get to the bridge, it also is very simple and straightforward when SZA cuts in.
This world, concrete, flowers grow. Heartache, she only do what she know. Weekends, get it popping on the low.
Now, not only is she coming in singing, of course, but she changes the tempo in the pocket of the verse, right? So the bridge, as always, or as should be, the bridge takes a different pocket, which leads into the hook, which then takes a whole nother pocket. And pocket means the tempo in which they're singing along with or the rhythm in which they're singing along with the background track. And this is the first harmony that you hear between the two, with, of course, SZA taking the lead, Kendrick in the background. But they use harmony also very well throughout the record.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't give it nobody, no sympathy. I'll take away the pain, I'll give you everything.
Now, as the lyrics go, to me, the lyrics perfectly describe like hood love, so to speak, right? Throughout the whole song, the flowers growing from concrete, young female struggling, 2 people trying to come together throughout their struggles, but they have each other, right? That's pretty much what the lyrics are going through. Now, when they drop into verse 2, it's almost like a breakdown of the song already, right? In verse 2, and that's when they hit the back and forth between SZA and Kendrick again. It keeps you engaged, it keeps the listener engaged, and again, it hits a different pocket, and now it starts to bounce a little bit more. And it takes it up a notch from the bounce that Kendrick had in the initial verse that started the song. Now, when that beat drops, the background also kind of tones down a little bit so you can focus more on the back and forth between them and the lyrics. But I think that also takes the second half of the song up to the next level, where the second half and the rest of the verses throughout the second half are going to be more in harmony and leading into another crescendo with the last hook. Now, this is high level arrangement. So if you're a song writer, producer out there, or you're trying to be an artist, pay attention to what it takes to really make a hit record. Besides getting lucky with the right marriage of beat and lyrics, arrangement can really take you to the next level. Just adding in ad-libs, harmonies, back and forth, etc., even with the simplest of lyrics, can really take it. It's the difference between a record that's just okay and a record that can become a smash hit like this one is. So when they take us into the next bridge, now there's a harmony, okay? So they go from the back and forth of that second verse to now they come together on the bridge this time for a harmony, which is gonna also lead into that hook, which is also a harmony.
This world, concrete flowers grow. Heartache, she only doing what she know. Weekends, get it popping on the low.
And I want to say one thing, SZA's tone, especially on this record, reminds me so much of Brandy. And they just have that where she's singing, but it's real simple. That's really hard to put forward, I guess, because she sits in the track so well, but stands out at the same time. Kendrick did a good job, and they did a good job of coaching him through staying with the harmony, him not being a singer, so to speak, in the background on that bridge and the hooks throughout the song. But then when we go into the third verse, here they come again. Now they're gonna go to harmony all the way through, and they're gonna find another pocket to hit that third verse.
I may lie, I trust you, I love you, I won't waste your time, I turn it off, just so I can turn you on. I'ma make you say it loud, I'm not even tripping.
So I'm not gonna get too geeky and get into thirds and fourths and how they're extending the bounce, so to speak, as the verses go on. But it does keep the listener engaged when you switch it up like that every verse. When you come with the same flow every verse, especially when the instrumentation is very extensive like this is, but also when the beat is not really changing up as much. You notice the drums don't change up too much throughout the record. It's the vocals that keep you kind of engaged, in my opinion, that keep you engaged in the song like this one does. And also at the end, they did something that is starting to come back. That used to happen all the time, is they let the beat ride out. They brought in all the instrumentation and then outroed same way they started the song with the sample playing by itself. They started with the Luther sample of him saying, "If this world was mine." They ended with the Cheryl Lynn sample of her saying, "If this world was mine." So you get the union and you get the completion at the end of the record. And so that makes the record complete.
If this world were mine.
And that is it. I'm gonna wrap it up right there. Just a complete smash, and also a complete lesson in how to really make a contemporary record, right? It's hip hop, it's R&B, it's a perfect fusion of the two. It's very soulful as well. So hits a lot of categories. I think this song is gonna stay on the charts for a long time. I think this may be the longest running song on the charts out of the whole album, out of every song on the album. It's a dynamic relationship song, but it's also simple and digestible at the same time. So I could definitely see this one running on the charts throughout the whole summer, next summer, I mean. And yeah, so let me know what y'all think of this style of breakdown. First time really doing this kind of breakdown. So let me know what y'all think. How did I do? Be respectful again, or the Shadow Realm awaits. You should already know if you watch this channel. If you have not watched this channel, then I need you to do me a favor and hit that like button first, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share this video, tell a friend, and thank you for watching. Thank everybody for watching as always. Let me know what you thought of this track, Luther, in the comments below. I'll see y'all in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we out.